All right. Hello, hello. We are suddenly very
Hello?
scared.
I said hit me before she clicked, and then that's not what you think.
Lemur has basically told us that she's got something to talk about for our pre-show banter, but won't tell us what it is, so I have no idea what's about to happen.
So we're just gonna be as surprised as you are. You're welcome.
You want to hit us with your fun fact of the day?
Fun fact of the day with Lemur.
Did you know? Where did it go? Did you know that Australia is whiter than the moon?
What?
The moon sits at 3,400 kilometers in diameter, while Australia's diameter from east to west is 4,000.
Wider.
Wider.
I was
Not
thinking
white.
white.
Wider.
I was like,
I need to enunciate.
I don't know.
Wider. Australia is bigger
Okay.
than the moon.
Australia's bigger than the moon.
I mean, I guess that doesn't really surprise me. Like, if you think about like the distortion on maps, and we had an entire unit in this on this in high school. Like, maps are so horrifically distorted because
they are. It's real bad.
Like the northern hemisphere. So everything on the southern hemisphere is completely like not representative of how big it actually is. It's very cool.
Have you seen that website where you can like pick up like a state or a country and like drag it around the world and it will like expand or like shrink to actually fit the size comparison? Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool. So yes.
It also is terrifying to see just how large Texas is in comparison to most countries.
Texas.
Yeah, it's big. Alaska too, like
bigger in Texas, including Texas itself.
Oh
my
too
God.
big.
Like Alaska, I remember playing around with, going, how is that bigger than like all of these?
I do have another weird fact I didn't know.
Okay.
I'm looking them up. Oh, excuse me. Human teeth are the only part of a human body that cannot heal itself.
I actually did know that one too, because it's one of the ways that you can identify dead bodies. I swear to God, I'm not a serial killer. We are already starting off with this, but
in today's edition of We Are Not Serial
Oh my God.
This just keeps happening.
Oh God. But anyways, so to like preface this and explain why I know this, it's because I took a course in forensic anthropology in college. So I know like the weird ways that you can identify bodies, because I have actually had to sit down and identify like what are bones, are these animal bones, or these human bones. It was a really cool class, but horrifically
really
morbid.
Cool
if you are not into like picking up dead people things.
Seems legit.
But yeah, like your dental records are actually one of the best ways to identify a body if it doesn't have like skin, hair, anything that, you know, has actual DNA on it. It's really interesting. One of the reasons why, like, if you want to be identified, if you ever get, you know, like kidnapped and murdered and left in the woods for, you know, like years, if you ever want to be identified, keep going to the dentist, because they can use those dental records.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun fact of the day. See, I had one too.
Ayo.
All right.
I have another one that kind of fits with like an Ace Attorney tie-in.
Okay.
Except for I've told you this one before. So I want you. There is a holiday. Now, granted, like there are obviously. Let me say this, and then I'll have a caveat. So there is a holiday that is celebrated by the most like worldwide. I think it's like over the course of how many different countries celebrate it and when they celebrate it, it's like it's a good chunk of the year, right? Where this holiday is celebrated. It's over like 60 to 70 countries. that celebrate this specific holiday. It is not a religious holiday. Would you like to take a guess what it is?
You've already told me, so I feel like
Yes.
it's improper for me
you
to
can't
guess.
What?
Mana, do you have a guess? There's about 60 to 70 countries that all celebrate this specific holiday. It is not religious based.
60 to 70?
And it's
Huh?
not celebrated on the exact same day per country.
Talk like a pirate day.
No.
Technically, can't that be celebrated in every country?
Yeah, but that's not my
That's
fun
not
fact.
the correct one.
Teacher appreciation day.
No, independence from the British
Oh.
is the most widely celebrated holiday that is not a religious holiday in the world.
Oh, damn.
I still think that's
Wow.
wrong because I feel like New Year's or Chinese New Year has to eclipse it. But
But that's where it's
yeah,
that was like the caveat was like there's some gray area here, but like this is also like a super specific like. But yeah, no, it's independence from the British. There are that many countries in the world that that also celebrate it like we do.
and not to be that person,
awesome.
but I hope that there are more in the future.
Right?
Yeah.
The sun must set on the British Empire.
Look, I am very much anti-empire. As weird as that sounds to say out loud.
I'm anti-empire.
I'm anti-empire.
Erickson Day, hell yeah.
Leif Erikson Day, Doomsday, Mother's Day. Yeah, those were also good. Leif Erikson Day. Oh my god. All SpongeBob memories are flooding back to me. Damn. Amazing.
Yeah, so that's my my tie-in to the Great Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't that like in the early like 1900s. There like it was like a quote that it's like the sun, or maybe in the 1800s, but like the sun never sets on the British Empire because they had that many countries they controlled.
Yeah.
They had a lot. They had a lot.
Too much.
Well, there's no question on that one.
For the size that they are, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anyway, shall we actually play the game?
About the British Empire.
I mean, we are traveling to Britain in this game.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind you.
We can't escape it.
Let's say in the height of imperialism.
Exactly. British imperialism.
Yes.
Yes. So, let's do a quick recap because it's actually been a bit. The biggest thing I remember from last time was dancing around with Herlock Sholmes. So we left Kazuma's room and met Beef Stroganoff, whose face has sunburned stripes that I suspect are from having the snake coiled around his head. I also suspect. I was joking the other day about how I needed to do those mouth exercises before stream, and like now I'm sitting here going, I need to start doing them because I can't read. I also suspect that the mousetrap nearby was set by whoever brought the snake on board to feed it. Susato stopped us from losing our hands to its cheese, boo, and talked about islands floating, although, good question. Are we lactose intolerant like half of the Japanese people in the world?
Are we?
I feel like this is a thing that I need to know. Anyways, we busted down our neighbor's door and corrected Sholmes' deduction to conclude that Grimsby Roylott is actually a runaway ballerina called Nikolina Pavlova who is going to cut off her hair and sell her tiara. She also has a pet hidden in her trunk, one likely small enough to crawl through the vent to the crime scene. The fact that Sholmes speaks multiple languages can mess with our shackles without our noticing, and we can get to the real truth by just replacing a handful of keywords and his deductions with things already in the line of sight leads us to believe that Sholmes might actually be smart enough to solve it by himself without our help. He just thinks it's funny to troll us by acting like a clown and wanted an excuse to dance around. Possible. I won't say no.
Right.
And apparently the Easter Bunny is a rabbit because in ancient times rabbits were believed to be hermaphrodites that could reproduce asexually, so they technically gave virgin births, like the Virgin Mary. The eggs are associated with rebirth because of phoenixes, so no more zombie Jesus, or Pinata Jesus.
Pinata. this.
Yeah, I
Yep.
did some reading up, and the holiday that Easter took over is a very sexy holiday. So,
Oh,
well, I mean,
Which is-
spring and rebirth and fertility was so.
It's really funny too because of all of the holidays that I can think of, Easter is like the least sexy one.
Really is.
it is.
Like
That's not very sexy, you guys.
even Christmas has like, sexy Santa like dress me up in a present, wear only a bow kind of thing. Like Easter
Oh,
doesn't
no.
have any of that shit.
Oh, God.
I'm over here traumatizing people on this stream. It's fine. Well, good luck on your shift at work. And shall we go ahead and get started for our work?
Yeah. Let us do the thing.
All right.
This is where I admit that I kind of forgot who I am.
I
You
know
were
who.
her for sure.
Yeah,
You
I
were
know
the
who I
girl.
am. I don't know who the rest of you guys are. Like, have fun.
I'm Herlock Sholmes, and that's about it.
All right. What happened last
And
night?
that is enough.
Yeah.
Because that guy
That
is
is enough
exhausting.
for anyone.
Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night?
Did I give her a Russian accent? I don't really feel like doing it, but did I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe next time I'll give her a Russian accent. I just don't feel up to it today, guys. Sorry.
Self-care.
One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast.
The man who died, he was a friend of mine and my wannabe lover. Fine. I'm over it.
Oh,
That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
excuse me. Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps, wow, it took me a while to get into this voice. Perhaps its steam engine exploded.
Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened? Maybe? Possibly?
Maybe. That is a possibility.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us?
Tell
don't
her
know.
the truth.
I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me.
Oh, that's right. She actually stole that tiara and, like, went off to the New World.
She is escaping Mother Russia.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. That's right.
Well,
She's
that's cleared up.
gaslight gatekeeping girl bossing her way outside of Russia.
Good times.
Her and her magical coat that becomes form-fitting when you find out she's a woman.
Seriously, like, she all of a sudden got boobs.
Where did they come from? Where did they go, Cotton Eye Joe? Where?
Exactly.
If you wouldn't have finished that, I would have said something about that.
You're welcome. Yeah, Playboy Bunny, apparently.
I guess. For Easter? Maybe.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know. Playboy Bunny just seems like holiday agnostic. It's just always there.
You're right.
You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovic Ballet?
Yes. I'm traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America.
America.
Fifel goes to America. Sorry. That was only a joke that landed with me, and I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine, fam.
I'm so
Sorry.
lost.
There's a lot going on.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll never dance again. I need to look up the movie, but I can't do that and read at the same time. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
We're gonna dance again.
Jesus Christ.
We're sharing the same brain cell today. To wish to forget. a challenging proposition when you have all that striking tiara as a reindeer.
Reminder, not reindeer.
Reindeer. Holy shit! Wait, I think it's the font. It's so small versus me. Let me make this screen. I'm so sick and I'm reading weird shit. Yes, just everything's gonna say reindeer at the end. Just do it. Reminder.
Anyway, I was thinking of the fantastic movie, An American Tail.
A classic.
It's about. That's when I said Five Goes Well. Anyway, and then of course it's followed up by American Tail, Five Goes West, which is then what I was misquoting. But a mouse family who escapes to America and has a bad time. And then they go out west because that's the American thing to do and have a bad time. No one dies, but it's just...
Wait, you were expecting someone to die?
Well, so, okay.
I mean, when you say that someone has a bad time and we're talking about going west, like, that kind of seems like
in early 1900s America. They're not having a good time.
Yeah.
Also, like in the movie Fievel, who's one of they're mice, by the way. I don't know if I specified that. And they almost get eaten by cats a couple of different times in both movies. Spoilers for these films that came out in the late 80s, early 90s.
How could you?
But like Fievel gets separated from his family on the boat over to America, so they're convinced that he died, and he's convinced that they died, and then they get reunited at the end of the movie. And it's very cute, and then they go out west, and whew.
Oh, nice.
They all survive. It's fine. But anyway, her fleeing made me think of this story about immigrant mice.
I love this entire description.
Lemur describes movies badly. Our favorite
new segment.
Yeah, American Tail came out in 1986, and Fievel Goes West came out in 1991.
Yeah, I wasn't born yet.
Dude, neither was I, and like, goddamn. They're Don Bluth films, which were like your radical, like alternate Disney like films that were coming out at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And like Don Bluth has like in the animation style, you either have like attractive men or like, so like Anastasia is one of his films.
Okay.
So you either have like the attractive men like Dimitri, or you have the big burly men like the dude with the I can't remember his name, Dimitri's friend, the big guy, the big chunky guy. Anyway, so those are his two like male character types, and it fits into the mice too.
Oh yeah, mice.
So are you telling me there is a hot mouse man?
No, but they there's lots of very try to make very attractive mice ladies, and yeah, it's a whole thing, guys.
Amazing.
They befriend a cat named Tiger, and he's this big, huge, fat, like fluffy orange cat. It's a whole thing, guys. You need to watch it.
And that's your recommendation for today. Go watch American Tail.
I'm trying to see where it's streaming real quick.
You're gonna watch
it for free on whatever the fuck Tubi is. Tubi, yeah. But it's like $4 on Prime.
I ain't paying no $4. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I have my own immigrant story. I don't need to see mice doing it.
A mouse is right. I felt that.
Yeah, okay, they were fleeing from Russia. I wasn't sure. But yeah, they're fleeing from Russia, which is fitting for Pavlova here. So, see, my harebrained thought really had a root. It just...
So maybe whatever is in her case is this little mouse family that she's bringing along. Like, we've solved the case.
It's the Mousekovitzes!
Oh my god. Well, do we even need to play this game anymore?
No,
'Cause we
like-
solved it. It's just American Tail. Alright.
Who cares who murdered my bestie / lover? Like, we found the
American
mice.
Tail. American Tail is on the line.
Yo, it's good. It's good. It's a good show. Anyway,
Crying rivers of tears.
but the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I'm only kind of sorry for that. I have no money of my own.
Well, whose fault is that? No, just kidding.
The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I would assume they pay for you to go all over the world, but you know. So I'm still not great. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself. Yes, and the crew of this ship, they have all been so kind to me. Jesus. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this cabin. Oh, so they know you're a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Is that indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova? It creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Yes, it does.
I can feel it in my jellies.
Oh no, please don't ask me what I think about it. I don't remember anything.
What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
She's gonna ask anyway.
Oh, well, yeah. Of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. What conundrum? I'm not sure, but what is this conundrum everyone keeps talking about?
This is okay, like every time I hear the word conundrum, like this is gonna be like the weirdest ass fact about me. Like when I was like a kid, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie Pyramid of Light way too many times, and like I remember the narrator said something is like he tried to solve the Millennium Puzzle, something like it was an imponderable conundrum of intricate design, and then my child brain was like, whoa, big word. And so I looked them up in the dictionary. I'm like, whoa, I understand. Because I was obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyway, I'm a nerd. Anyway, Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle.
Seems like hardly the time to do a riddle, but okay, man. You do what you want.
He does what he wants. That's his entire character.
Mm-hmm.
According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded, from the ballet. Absorbed.
You absorbed the
ballet.
You became SpongeBob.
You became the ballet.
You became the ballet.
You just sucked it up like Kirby and ran.
Yes. Now that being the case, I must have been. It must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. Yes. Oh, I was correct. However, the SS Buria stopped by no port last night.
That's it. Of course. No wonder why I had no idea I was stuck in the wardrobe.
So how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard?
She's very talkative.
Mm-hmm. Now that I think about it, the crewmen outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
That is not your business.
Mr. Fishman.
It's fishy guy.
Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry? What was that?
It's how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that's how I came here, too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel. All right.
Okay.
Hmm?
Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
Ah, a genius descended
my
from
God.
the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, in fact.
Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened.
Oh, that add too?
So the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right? I don't even have to ask what it is. I know it's an entire small mouse family.
You right.
I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. I need to make sure that Feifel makes it. If they found my precious.
My precious. Then, then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt.
Ah!
Indeed,
So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
I am so good at this.
What sort of peril... Ooh. What sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it? No. Girl.
Maybe an
About it.
adorable little rabbit?
Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you?
Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then?
You may well ask. I have no idea. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerinas, friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken.
It's obviously not a chicken.
It's definitely
Really?
You're just
I'm pretty sure if a chicken was in that case, it would not have stopped moving.
Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs.
Aren't roosters the ones that do the wake-up call? Do chickens do a wake-up call too?
I think it's just roosters.
This boy... this boy going through it. And when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance.
So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that.
For the right price. Well, yeah. It would appear this friend's identity is closely guarded secret, not to be revealed.
She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Wonder what it is. Let's look at our evidence. It's my university crawler pin, a paper seal.
Oh, paper seals. Just the thing that's in Russian, right?
Yeah, the crime scene photo.
Yeah. Maybe?
Miss Pavlova, would you take a look at this?
I don't know. I don't know anything. Mr. Naruhodo, you're frightening the poor girl.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to. Yeah, apparently that was not it. Okay, so we have an article about a revolutionary. I don't know, I'm gonna start throwing evidence at her. Hi, would you like to...
Yeah.
Apparently, look at my friend's diary.
Hey.
This is the diary of my friend who passed away.
His diary?
Yeah, and he wrote in it last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Who, like, keeps that much of a tab on, like, when he's writing things?
I don't know.
This guy. No.
A speckled band. I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. There. It's up there on the wall.
In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together.
Hey.
Oh.
Sus.
Miss Pavlova. Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything.
Oh. Okay.
Someone's hiding something.
Knock knock.
Who's there? Yeah, that's me. I don't have a knock knock joke, but Mr. Royal. I wish I had a knock knock joke. Oh wait, yes I do. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Anyway, that's terrible. Moving on.
Yes, what?
Wow, she's fast. She's got the scissors in her hands, though. Again.
Indeed. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once, please. At least he's nice. He said please.
Alright, I will come now.
What?
You must leave, now.
Oh no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
It's her room, get out. Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Rylot. Get out!
The passenger said out, or you want me to throw you out the window, like that movie, Emperor's New Groove.
Ugh, it looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later.
What a pity.
Boo.
Yes.
And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we had a to be continued!
Oh shit. Oh. Well, what a great stream.
Bye! And
Yeah. Hit that like and subscribe button.
Exactly.
Smash it. Hulk smash it. Detroit smash it. Everything smash it.
Oh.
Smash mouth.
Okay, the 9th of January, SS Budia, first class cabin, passageway.
That was a lot.
I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that.
I wish we'd managed to find some clue as to what that speckled band might be.
We didn't manage to investigate at all. I mean, we did find out some stuff.
Yeah.
And I imagine that we won't be
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door.
Why don't we just like compliment him on his crop top, and maybe he'll let us through.
Yeah, I mean, this looks great.
Mm-hmm. He's clearly glaring at us as if to say, "Don't even think about it." Oh, wait a minute.
What is it?
Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go?
Still in there. Oh, yes. He completely disappeared.
When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists. Okay, great.
Aye.
Let's look around, I guess. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see. Can I go in here?
That door leads to the second class area.
It's locked. I can't open it.
No, well, that stands to reason. No one wants to let the murderer escape.
Gosh, she gave me a very stern look when she said that.
I like how she's not convinced we didn't do it.
Sorry, I hit that. Yes, we are confused about how boats work. And also, we talked about the fact that no one knows what the islands of Japan were.
But is it bigger than Australia? No.
Can I eat the cheese now? No, it's still the same.
Oh. Why can't we eat the cheese?
Hello, sir. I really wish we'd had a chance to look around in Miss Pavlova's cabin.
That what? What? Why you look like that? You want something? Maybe you want me to throw you out again,
Oh, no, definitely not that.
Next time I have to throw you out, I show you where lobsters spend winter, understand?
Understand? Wakatayo. Maybe I should steer clear of him until he's forgotten my face.
I don't think he'll ever forget your face, Naruhodo-san.
What if he wears a wig? Wait, that has nothing to do with his face. Damn.
Bangs can change a person.
They can. As evidenced by the fact that I think it's like Zoe Deschanel. Yeah, she can't be recognized when she doesn't have bangs.
Yeah.
All right, 9th of January, SS Budia, first class cabin, number 1. Looks like they're still investigating in here.
Yes, on that subject. I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga has unscathed?
What do you mean, unscathed?
Sorry, my brother just texted me. I need to take care of something for him real quick.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not leaving, but just... surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruhodo-san?
Do you want me to take over?
Oh no, you're sorry. Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of his cabin to investigate this cabin? Whatever. He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you.
Oh, yeah. But I'm sure he was exaggerating, right? But let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have some new information for us. You never know. Hello, sir.
You! Where did you go?
Oh, sorry.
They all sound the same.
I just went to the next door cabin to investigate.
Yeah, why? Who gave you permission for this?
Well, I mean, Demon Hosanaga did. Worst way to say that name, but okay.
That new Japanese, was it? Later, I will roll him up into a ball and throw him into the cold room!
Whew, he's gone back to guarding the door.
I hope Inspector Hosanaga doesn't find himself in too much trouble on our account.
He's really gone out of his way to help us, hasn't he? When we get back to Japan, we'll have to take him for a steak at La Carnival.
It could be a very long time from now, our Naruhodo-san.
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
So, by bringing her pet on board, Miss Pavlova has broken the rules.
She called it her friend, didn't she?
Yeah. Although, we don't know what form this friend takes as of yet.
I'm almost certain that whatever it is, it's inside the traveling case in her cabin.
And if it's not, what the fuck is in that case? Friend. There's more to this than it seems, I think. Alright, let's take a look. See if there's anything new. Sword that I want to be able to carry around on my own. How dare they not let me. So it's clear that these letters were written with the ink that was somehow spilt on the floor. And they spell the Russian word for wardrobe.
It does seem to be an unambiguous pointer to you, Naruhodo-san, as you were sleeping in there.
But to be truly unambiguous, it should have just spelt out my name, don't you think?
Well, either way, one fact remains. It's hard to imagine that Kazuma-sama would have written his last words, or word, in Russian.
Which begs the question of who did write it? I don't know, it wasn't me.
Someone Russian.
All of
It's my first guess.
Wow, what made you think that?
I don't know. It's just a hunch, you guys.
All the books provided for passengers occupying this cabin, neatly arranged on the shelf.
They were all over the place when we first looked around, if you remember.
Oh yeah, and you tidied them up, didn't you?
You have to look after the ship's property. Unruly behavior in the cabins leads to damage.
But it really wasn't me who knocked them over.
Well, anyway, I feel much better now. They're neatly lined up. I can't relax when things are untidy.
Girl, there is still a plate on the floor. This is where Kazuma spent his final moments, writing his diary.
"1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
Looking at his writing here on this page, it's almost impossible to believe that he's gone.
Kazuma-sama left us a valuable clue in these words. I'm sure of it. We have to solve this mystery, Naruhodo-san.
We will. Hey, Hosonaga. Oh, buddy.
Oh.
You're back.
Inspector!
What happened to you? Your face is...
Fabulous, yes, I know, but please don't worry about it.
That can't be good for your tuberculosis.
Please, they're just only a flesh wound. Yeah.
Made by a bear, maybe?
When I took the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, well, he told me he'd pummel me with his fists and then toss me overboard.
What?
But the pummeling was over in a flash, and he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing really.
It looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to.
Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little about our neighboring cabin.
Yes, so I understand.
Oh.
I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Herlock Sholmes. I don't think he was German, though.
That explains it.
It was very annoying and loud, but he seemed to know what he was doing.
Shall we compare notes, then? We can tell you what we've found out.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
We're in the protagonist pose.
Yes, with his black eye and everything. What? Nikolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door. What the?
Oh.
That's a lot to take in.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah, please, what self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel?
Oops, I think I upset him there.
Oh, I'm just a fanboy. Well, that tells us that the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case, at least.
Oh? How?
Because the is her. Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they?
Oops, now I have definitely upset him.
Inspector, has your investigation in here proved fruitful?
No. If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure that the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job.
Oh, I see.
There is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you.
Oh? What?
Yes. Do tell us, Inspector, please.
I will, once you click on that button.
Yeah. What is this new What is this new information you have, Inspector?
It's this. The Budia's medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain the report.
Oh. Kazuma's post-mortem report?
Kazuma-sama.
So, what was the cause of death?
A song by Kesha called "Die Young." It was ironic, really. No, okay. Sorry, it was too easy. Damage to the cervical vertebrae is what was written in the report. Please don't play that in a compilation of Kazuma pictures.
Yeah,
please.
really.
Last of the night, like we're gonna die. Da, 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 da. I can see it now.
Like, we're gonna die young, because he did.
Oh no.
His neck was broken?
Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or other signs of injury. So at first I think they were considering poison. Goose Goose poison, poison for Goose. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all.
Well,
Because he was turned into a llama.
well,
He's
what
supposed to be dead.
what weapon was used then?
Nothing has been found as of yet, but the fact that there are no signs of suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark.
Oh, I see.
All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. A strong enough impact to the neck could induce death. It's a possibility, and no obvious wound would be left.
Poor Kazuma.
Oh, baby boy. I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes, it's fine. I trust you. After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to leaving the cabin in the first place, would I?
All right, we got a postmortem report. Nice and cheery.
Yay! Yay? Question mark?
Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, wasn't he?
Yes, he seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about the floor investigation.
I mean, at least this
investigating.
time he wasn't perched on top of the desk looking under it, so...
Right. He didn't turn into a whole, what do you call? A whole bird. I don't know. A sloth. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored.
Did he say anything at all?
Actually, now that you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish! Was all he said.
Shoe polish.
Sit, Maverick. Oh, Maverick, don't unplug my headset. Thank you.
I
Bye.
wonder what he meant.
Sorry.
They getting spicy in there?
Oh, Maverick just got let out. He's been in his room this entire time, and my dad just got home, and
Okay.
now Maverick's loose.
It was when he was over there by the piece of broken glass. Do you see? Yeah. That's definitely broken glass. Is it? I mean, it's purple, but... Oh.
Yeah, I think we determined it was like half of a bell or something.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark, do you think?
Yes, that must be it.
But how could Mr. Sholmes know that it's shoe polish? Did he lick it? Please tell me he licked it.
That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea.
What is it, Susato-san?
Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue.
Dark tan? A sort of dark brownish red then.
Sit down. Good boy. Thank you. Do you want to be part of stream? Yes. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, I know. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker. I often repaired them for him.
Oh. Does this mean that this mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor? Kazuma, what the fuck were you doing?
Too much. That's really all I can tell you at this stage. Besides, the man behind me is really creeping me out. I should return to my post. My fellow crewmen's eyes are boring into the back of my head.
Yeah, that might be for the best. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Poor Inspector, you look exhausted.
Oh, no. Well, I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asobi-san. He was my responsibility.
It's okay. He died like 5 feet from me. It's okay.
Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You were his friends. The truth is, I seem to have a heavy head ever since I woke this morning.
A heavy head? That's interesting. My head's still throbbing too. We all get like knocked on the head somehow?
Maybe. Someone rocked the boat too hard.
But no one knew that I was in the wardrobe. So like, I don't know, some sort of toxic gas? I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe.
So this ventilator joins to Miss Pavlova's cabin.
Yes, that's right.
And just a few minutes before he died, Kazuma saw something emerging from it. The speckled band, as he described it.
Nick.
If only Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it. But she seemed as baffled as we are.
Yeah. I wonder if she's telling us everything, though. She's very clearly not.
Mm-hmm.
Very clearly not.
Sus.
I'm not sure.
I know most people aboard would say the same about me, but there was something about that woman that didn't sit right with me.
Suslova.
There we go. Alright. Is there anything else I can look at in here?
Frick. Cool. It really is such a beautiful color, this glass.
It looks like whatever it was has broken clean in two. But the other half is nowhere to be seen.
Go, bud. Grandma made you dinner. Go on. There he goes. And then there's this brick-colored mark.
Which is shoe polish, according to that great detective you seem to know all about.
I suppose it must be from Kazuma-sama's shoes.
Maybe. But what I'd like to know is, how can the detective be so sure that it's shoe polish and not something else?
Mystery. Because he's a great detective, of course.
That's hardly a
awesome.
reason, is it? Alright. Anything else that I can see in here that I can look at? Seeing anything? If I come back out here, has something changed? Aha! 9th of January, SS Budia, first class, cabin, passageway.
Exclamation points.
Yeah. Look, Naruhodo-san. Seaman Stroganoff is gone.
Strong enough?
Bless.
The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us.
Ugh. All these Russian names are impossible to remember.
Yeah. Indeed. Okay. Tra-la-la-la-la. Is that Captain Underpants? Tra-la-la-la.
Did you hear that? It sounded like someone singing.
Tra-la-la-la. I did the great... Oh, god damn it. It's him, isn't it? Oh, god. Here we go. Tra-la-la-la-dee-da-day. I did the great detective way. Ooh.
This caroling. I know that lark-like voice.
Well, never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us. Let's keep moving.
Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate.
Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back.
It's Stroganoff, not Stringy Knot.
Same thing.
Stringy knot. There we go.
Stringy
knot.
Stringy knot.
Yes.
All right, 9th of January, SS Budia, first class, cabin, number 2.
Down.
Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. Susato-san? Oh, where's she gone? Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things that we are supposed to be looking through together.
Clearly she's thrifting, okay? Plato's closet.
There's not a moment to waste, Naruhodo-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can.
Her case is open?
We must thrift.
The chicken, it is out.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. For Kazuma's sake.
Not just for Kazuma-sama.
What do you mean?
For ourselves.
It can't be long now until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there.
Aw.
Sweetie.
Really?
So she's back to thinking we didn't do it?
Apparently. Yay.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san. By ourselves if we have to.
Get it?
Yeah. We will.
Girl boss.
Alright. Let's snoop. First things first. What's in the case?
Oh my. Miss Pavlova's case is open.
It's completely empty inside. But according to the great detective's great deduction, she was hiding her special friend in there.
Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret.
Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the SS Budia. Wonder what kind of animal she had in there.
Snake? Chicken? Snake?
And more to the point, where is it now?
If it's a tarantula, I swear to God.
A tarantula big enough to shake that case.
Yeah.
All the books have toppled over together. Look. Every single one.
Do you think that that's the god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled too, though.
It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door. In Kazuma's cabin.
Perhaps. Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a different ballet pose and fell against the bookcase?
I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company?
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
All right then. Must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage.
Okay, not
Sure.
everything bad that happens on this ship is because of me, you know.
Prove it. No.
Yeah, really.
Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again in here too. We don't like seeing things in disarray. Girl,
Susanto!
don't.
We are supposed to be... Oh my god.
It's not the Merry Maids. This is an investigation.
Yeah, really. Ah, yes, they're displayed in this cabin too. Look, the SS Booty has rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
I suppose Miss Pavlova realized that she needed to keep the contents of her case a secret after she read this. Her special friend, I mean.
I wonder where her friend has disappeared to now. It's probably having fun exploring the ship, I imagine.
Unless it's like one of those sentient imaginary friends, like from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Like, hell yeah.
I just hope Seaman Stroganoff doesn't find it and throw it overboard.
Oh yeah, so do I.
Naruhodo-san, are you there?
Sorry? I'm right here, yes. Why?
Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. No place like home. What the
What
fuck?
is this, Narnia?
Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know.
But Narnia.
Well, anyway, I'm not sure if anyone could fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes.
I was rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there, but no such luck. Plot twist. Miss Pavlova's friend is just a vibrator.
Oh no. Oh no!
And that's why the case shook. It's fine.
Seems legit.
I wonder what this little saucer is doing on the floor.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like it was put there deliberately.
Being saucy.
Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above here? No,
That would suck.
What? A leak?
it's for the friend. Dummy. This is a ship, or is this ship quite safe?
I'm
It's
sure
not Titanic.
that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink.
No, you're right. Of course you're right.
She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she?
My heart will go on.
It would seem this teapot is empty.
So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are a very thirsty people.
What?
Okay, that's
Or because Miss Pavlova only came into this cabin last night, she hasn't had a chance to make any tea yet? I mean, it could be either.
It's
Interesting.
definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it.
Looks like Susato is getting money. You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Naruhodo-san?
Oh shit.
She just like laid us down. It's fine.
Wow. I witnessed a murder. Another one just now.
There are just a few books on the desk. Nothing else by the looks of it.
Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all.
That's true. I wonder what kind of books she likes to read.
Let me see. Yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading Russian. Yeah, books written in Russian.
Wow, you have the same brain cell today.
Thanks. I think I probably already knew that.
It's rude to ask too much of people, Naruhodo-san. Kindly remember that.
Okay, girl.
Ah.
What a queen.
Sato's just
Literally.
murdering me right and left. It's fine. This cabin door has the same simple sort of bolted latch that our cabin door has. If the bolt's drawn across, there's no way anybody could enter the cabin from outside.
Yes, it's not a particularly heavy-duty bolt, is it? But still, it wouldn't slide across on its own accord, would it?
No, and the door is made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the outside.
And it seals up perfectly, too, to stop any seawater coming in. So you couldn't use the method you told me of passing a thread through the crack around the closed door either.
You know a lot of tricks for opening doors. Starting to see why they suspect me. Alright, what am I missing in here? Blah, 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 yeah. I hit the wrong thing. I apologize. So this ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door.
Yes, although what a fool a shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room.
Maybe. It's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm.
Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning?
That is a possibility. Anyway, last night Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of this ventilator. There's one of these next to the door. There's one of these next to the bed in Kazuma's cabin, too.
Yes. It's a bell cord. I can't resist.
She barely hesitated there. And she gave it a good tug, too.
No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come.
We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret. Suzato's over here like, secret? What is that?
Why would I keep a secret?
Yeah, why?
He's cray.
I'm over here like tidying up bookshelves.
I suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket.
Shall we have a little look and see what's been thrown away?
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Naruhodo-san. It's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone else's rubbish, you know.
You know, it's probably poor etiquette to live in someone else's wardrobe, too, but I haven't cared about that for the last 19 days. Ugh, those eyes.
Like a champ.
She's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now.
However, these are all special circumstances, I think.
Exactly, we have no choice. Let me put my face in the trash. There's hardly anything in here at all.
Oh, well, that's a little disappointing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What else are we missing? Or are we missing anything? Gonna take a quick little look around.
Pew!
Not seeing anything, not seeing anything. Don't know why I can't look at that bag. I feel like we need to spend a little more time investigating here. Okay. What would you like me to investigate?
They want it all.
Yeah. Would you like to... Let's see, one of the... Okay, so that's the bell cord. Yeah. No one came. Hello, what am I missing?
Woo!
What about that like speaker thing in the corner?
I think he's not reacting to it. What
It's doing its
is it?
best.
What do I need to look at?
Hold on. Oh, sit up.
At the wardrobe.
Hmm?
At the bell cord. I've looked at that. Anything more with the rug? Nope, nothing on the rug. We looked at the saucer. We looked at the thirsty Russian teapot.
That was still a really weird sentence, not gonna lie.
Nothing on the ceiling.
What?
Where is my final evidence? And of course, they do not have something where I can just hit it and ask, please show me.
Give us a pity.
Yeah, please. What else do you want me to look at? I have not looked at the lamp.
Well,
Find
I
it?
skipped ahead too far.
Oh. What in the world am I missing?
So we looked at the trash bin.
Yeah, we looked at the trash bin.
Hi, mouse.
Yeah, it's showing that we looked at it.
Didn't the other Phoenix Wright game had a button? Could be like,
Okay,
No.
so it says examine everything. I think I found it, but it
Okay.
doesn't help. Examine
Oh.
everything in the room, though unfortunately the suitcase from before has been opened. It is now empty. Make sure to examine the books at the back so Susato tidies them again. As you finish up, sirens will blare. Engines will be cut, causing the ship to suddenly break. The entire vessel will tilt and tumble, making things and people fall over. But most importantly, the books have fallen, and the bolt on the door has slid shut.
Okay, well that's not helpful because I still don't know what exactly I am missing.
like if there was a button we had to press.
There's something about talking to Sholmes about the logbook.
Well, I can't move at the moment, so... Oh, maybe I can.
Oh?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
So we just missed him.
Yep.
Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes. Look, that was the singing, and we decided to run away as opposed to looking to see where the singing
Yeah.
was coming from.
Wow, you never know where he's going to turn up next, do you?
He seems to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself.
Tra-la-la-la-dee-da-day, I did the great detective way. Ooh.
He's still singing. You think he hasn't noticed us?
Or he's simply in extremely high spirits.
If I knew how to beatbox, I would. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, that the yard bit off more than it could chew. Ooh, my Dr. Seuss, maybe. And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky Hadlock was about. Ooh.
Excuse me.
I solved it. All, and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way.
Mr. Sholmes!
Whoa! What is this? What? You want to fight him? Well, that was so weird. Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing, I was just about to reach the climactic finish.
Sorry, I thought you were never going to stop, so I figured now is as good a time as any.
Why does it look like he's dancing?
I think he's trying to box us.
Yeah.
Right, but it looks like a dance. Anyway, I very nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks.
Alright, I get the picture. Now, could you please put those fists away?
No, my fists. You cannot have them.
I don't want them. I want you to keep them.
Mr. Sholmes. You seem to be examining something before we interrupted you.
Oh, yes, that. I was immersed in a study of a ship's log as penned by the stockily built crewman who was usually on guard here.
Oh, yes, the ship's log.
And did you find out anything useful from it?
Oh, my dear boy. Well, after 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries are blank.
Which means there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so...
Oh, yeah. Oh, truly, you are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it. Oh.
Sorry?
Your logic, my boy, is inverted.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
What I mean, observe the other pages, and all shall become clear. It would seem the same crewman oft stands sentry in the first-class passageway. And he has almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour.
Oh, he writes that in every 30 minutes?
Nothing to report?
Yes, precisely. Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet...
The ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report.
Do you mean?
Oh, I mean... Yes, I do. I do mean. There are circumstances afoot last night which led to the seaman being absent from his post.
What kind of circumstances? What happened?
Someone died! Oh, that remains a mystery for now, but we can be assured something significant took place. So significant
Sorry.
that it caused, it's fine, the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribbling nothing to report in the log. I am so smart. There are some important details. I would stake my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your mental file.
Okay.
I
Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective. I'm gonna
am
get
so good.
one of those just about every case, I'm guessing.
Do I get a brownie? A brownie point, even?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
You may have one brownie point. I will even give sprinkles.
Oh, thank goodness. It's a cosmic brownie. I take nothing less. You're starting to understand that my way is, I see. Well, to make shows, brilliance. Oh, ouch.
What is it? Are you hurt?
Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with throbbing head this morning for some reason. Nothing more.
You, us, pretty much all of us have a headache.
He, she, we, wombo?
Yeah.
Wombology, the study of... Okay, no. Well, my friends, until our next encounter. A toodaloo.
He's still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders off down the passageway.
We're all in this together.
Is something wrong, Susato-san? You seem lost in thought.
It's just, well, I feel the same.
Sorry?
Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache. Sort of continuous throbbing.
Oh, you too? Clearly, they injected us all with microchips last night.
Yeah.
It was the mice. Okay. It was the mice.
Yep, the other's the
There's the siren.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-ding, ding-a-long.
ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ah, what's that?
These are like air sirens.
It's the sound of the engines turning off, because shit is happening. Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel sighted in quarter mile 4. Full stop. Hard to starboard. All hands. Brace for impact.
What the?
I think we're about to crash into another ship.
What?
Well, damn, Daniel.
I can't stand Susato-san.
Susato-san, hold on to me. Susato-san, are you alright? Are you injured at all?
I got so excited I told myself to hold on to me.
Never let's go.
I think I'm fine. Thank you, Naruto-san.
I'll never let go.
It's really scary.
It looks like we avoided a collision.
Where's Leonardo DiCaprio when you need him?
I think.
Yeah, the ship has come to a stop.
Oh my goodness. What about you, Naruto-san? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Hello, is anyone in there? Shout if you need assistance.
Oh, that sounds like...
Inspector Hosonaga.
Is that you in there? Naruhodo-san, unbolt the door, quickly!
What?
Maverick, stop.
Bolt?
Look at that.
The door's bolted. Did you do that, Susato-san?
No, I didn't. Oh, that's not me.
No, I didn't touch it.
Wow, Susato, you sound really different. Well, that's strange. How did... And look at all the books. They're just like they were before again.
Naruto-san, are you going to open the door and let the inspector in?
Can open the door too, you know.
I'd better tidy this place up first. Please excuse me as I just clean someone else's room. Our violent emergency stop had solved one mystery at least, in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart.
How do you tidy with handcuffs on?
I mean,
Love will find a way.
love will find a way. There we go. So we have hit our to be continued. We will stop here for tonight.
Yeah.
I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah, it's good.
It is. I accidentally read ahead. I know what's happening and what's going to happen, and this is a good stopping point.
Cool. Next stream is Thursday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Are you back for Thursday streams again?
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah. Well, this Thursday and then next Thursday, I'm gone again. But then it'll be the last Thursday until I have that week where I'm entirely gone.
Yep.
Um.
Just remind me. So Thursday
I
we'll be
will.
back doing this again. The rest of us will catch up to Lemur now. With all of her worldly knowledge. Anyone got any announcements?
The
No.
group.
I'm
I'm just excited for Uwe-chan because he got from Gekidan Shining.
Yeah, he's gonna be at Fanime.
Fanime Con. Yeah, let's go, boy.
As a virtual guest, but like virtual's better than nothing.
Yeah. That and Luxium. Yeah. I'm excited for Luxium because this year I got into whatever VTubers are. So I like Luxium. They're my favorite. They just make me laugh very, very much. Anyway.
So wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated, and we will be back on Thursday. Have a good night, all. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.